dear children, welcome back to science class. Today we begin with a new lesson, lesson 7, our universe. The sun, moon and the 8 planets forms the solar system. You must have seen the moon shining brightly in the night sky. It is the Earth's nearest neighbor. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin were the first men to land on the surface of the moon. The sun, moon, and the Earth attract one another by a natural force called the force of gravity or gravitational force. Force of attraction between two bodies depends upon the distance between them. The force of gravity of the moon is less than that of the Earth. That is why an object weighs less on the moon. The moon is the second brightest object in the sky. Moon is the Earth's only natural satellite. The surface of the moon has big hollows called craters, plains, mountains, and valleys. Scientists believe these were formed around 3.5 to 4.5 billion years ago. The moon does not have light of its own, but reflects the light it receives from the sun. The moon is surrounded by a vacuum and lacks an atmosphere. It has no liquid water on its surface. The surface temperature on the moon are extreme. All these conditions on the moon possibly do not support life. The absence of air on the lunar surface makes the moon a dry, lifeless and very quiet place. Sound cannot travel on the moon due to the absence of air or any medium. Next, we discuss about tides. The combined effect of the gravitational force of the sun and the moon causes the water in the oceans to rise in certain regions of the earth and fall in other regions. Seawater comes with a force to the shore as its level rises during a high tide. On the other hand, during a low tide, it recedes from the shore, exposing many rocks at the shore. A high tide is formed when the water on the side of the earth facing the moon is pulled towards the moon. Another high tide is formed on the opposite side of the earth, which occurs due to the earth's movement. The water level in the region between the two high tides is low. This is known as a low tide. Next is shadows. The moon is visible from the earth because the moon reflects the sun's light. When an object obstructs the path of light, we see a dark patch on the opposite side. This dark patch is called the shadow. Shadows are dark shapes of an opaque object or a body that comes between a source of light and the surface on which the shadow falls. Shadows are always formed in the direction opposite to the source of light. Then, how are shadows formed? Shadows are formed because light travels in a straight line. An opaque object does not allow light to pass through. This forms an imprint of that object on a surface opposite to light source. The farther the light source, the longer is the shadow made by the object. Our shadow under the sun is the smallest when it is exactly overhead. A shadow is always a two-dimensional imprint of the object. Next, we discuss about eclipse. There are two types of eclipse, solar and lunar. An eclipse is a natural phenomenon that gives a unique opportunity to study and understand the effect of light in nature. It occurs due to the positions and the shadows of Earth, the Moon and the Sun with respect to one another. We discuss about lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth comes in between the Sun and the Moon. The Earth casts its shadow on the Moon. Either the entire visible surface of the Moon appears dark or a part of it appears dark. A lunar eclipse takes place only on a full moon night, but not on every full moon night. A total lunar eclipse can last for a duration of around 1 hour and 45 minutes. At the end of the eclipse, the moon becomes visible as it receives sunlight. Next, we discuss about solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. The moon blocks the sun's light from falling on certain regions of the earth. The sun appears to be blocked for some time. We are unable to see the sun in the sky and the day appears a little dark for some time. A solar eclipse can last for around 7 minutes and 31 seconds. The solar eclipse occurs only on a new moon day but not on every new moon day. Next, we discuss about artificial satellite. A heavenly body that orbits the Earth or any other planet in space is called a satellite. A satellite may be natural, like the moon, or man-made. Artificial satellites are launched in space for various purposes. Weather satellites orbit the Earth and gives us useful information about the atmosphere. They catch images of clouds, ill effects of pollution, sand and dust storms, boundaries of ocean currents, which helps in weather focus and so on. One of the most important uses of satellite is communication. Communication satellites help in sending messages across countries. Television and radio programs can be relayed thousands of miles away because of artificial satellites. Talking on phone, surfing on internet, watching live cricket matches become possible only because of communication satellite. Remote sensing satellites are also artificial satellites, give valuable information about Earth and its water bodies. They also help in advising farmers, miners and fishermen. Okay, my dear children, let's wind up today's topic. I think you all understood today's session. The moon, tides, shadows and eclipse like solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, artificial satellites and uses of artificial satellite. So, study well. See you on next class. Thank you.